All right, so what's going on, everybody in Free Game Nation? I gotta welcome y'all back to the classroom. I am Professor Joe Casey, and the main focus of this podcast is to, ensure that everybody game is as sharp as they mind as we break the game down for not only the professionals and the top tier levels of this game, but for the average person. And we finna go ahead and get into it. I want to touch up a little bit more on female nature. I kind of ran into it yesterday, but I really didn't go into it too much. Um, you guys, we gotta stop using this word, man. We gotta get this word out of our head, man. We just gotta understand the game. You know, um, if everything you're doing is in line with the game, then you're going to get the success of somebody who's doing stuff that's in line with the game. That's why the name of this show is the Free Game Show, man. When you start using words like female nature and hypergamy and all this goofy stuff, man, and start labeling yourself these certain type of groups with these certain type of ideologies. Now you take the emphasis off of yourself to determine your destination and to determine how things are going to go for you while you're playing this game, while you're dealing with certain people, while you're handling other individuals, and you put yourself on autopilot mode. You put yourself on, like, if you ever played a video game and the game was on rails and you really didn't have no free control of your movement, you just went wherever the game developer wanted you to go. You put yourself in a situation like that in the game, and you don't really want to do that, fellas. You don't want to do that, because then when you start dealing with people, they understand that you're one of these on rails people. They understand that you're on autopilot, and then they're going to try to do their best to maneuver the situation to put you in the position that's most advantageous to them. So then all your ideologies are going to deem like it's the truth and it's the gospel, but when in actuality you presented yourself as somebody to be played and manipulated, fellas. So you got to get yourself out of that mindset, man. Got to get yourself out of this mindset. Now I'm looking at something where this dude asked this question. He say, if a woman in the LTR, which is a long-term relationship, are married with a man of higher SMV, which is sexual market value, alpha, in shape, good looks, etc., will she still cheat if given the chance and risk breaking up the relationship? Would a woman in an LTR, long-term relationship, once again, continue to seek out better? Another way to ask this question, doesn't a woman have any control over her hypergamous nature? That's that word. If a man looks at a highly attractive woman, will he think of banging her, but he doesn't because most men have control over their instincts? No, most men don't. See, this is what you got to understand, fellas. This is what you got to understand. I'm about to break some. I'm about to fuck y'all head up. I'm about to fuck y'all head up real good. Now, I got an uncle who did a couple of tours overseas, been in a couple of wars, man. I got a lot of family who's military, actually, to be honest with you. But this one I was talking to, and, I was asking him, I said, now, you done been in combat. Now, is it true y'all got to sleep with y'all eyes open? He was like, yeah, man, you got to sleep with your eyes open. You got to be on point, man. Any snap of a twig, anything, you got to be ready to go, and you got to stay alert. You got to be alert 80% of the time when you sleep, and you got to be alert 100% of the time when you awoke. So I asked him, I said, man, how do you learn how to sleep with your eyes open? And he said, man, sleeping with your eyes open. All right, my bad, man. I apologize for that. But back to what he was saying, the conversation, he was like, I asked him, how you learn how to sleep with your eyes open? He said, sleeping with your eyes open is the easiest thing in the world. Everybody knows how to do it. And I said, what you mean everybody knows how to do it? He said, dude, do you watch the news? He said, do you see damn near every time you get up and you drive during the rush hour, man, and you fuck around and it's a holiday season, man, and you see the traffic biked up thousands and thousands of miles. Why do you think it's like that? Somebody was driving with their fucking eyes open. They was 80% aware because they could probably hear the radio or something. They could probably hear other cars passing them by and blowing their horn and some shit. So they was aware a little bit, and they let that shit fool them into thinking they was awoke. See, being aware and being awoke is two different fucking things. You could be aware while you sleep. You could be sleeping and listening to shit. He said, when we sleep, we still here. We know it's a fucking war going on. That's why when we hear the little twig snap, we can instantly jump up, because that's not a sound that we are looking for. We getting to sleep, because see, sleep gonna take over you whether you want it to or not. So you can drive all you want to and fight that shit off. Next thing you know, you driving and your fucking eyes is wide open. It's a lot of people sleeping at night, every night. That's why you got to be careful on that highway. It's a lot of people driving, eyes wide fucking open, and they sleeping. They done trained themselves how to sleep with their eyes open. Not only did they train themselves how to sleep with their eyes open, but they trained themselves how to sleep and fucking drive with their eyes open. So he said everybody know how to sleep with their eyes open. He said some people, yes, some motherfuckers just don't know that they doing it. He said that's the problem. He said so. He like, yeah, you can sleep with your eyes open, just don't go to sleep. He said when your body feel like it's ready to shut down, don't take your ass to sleep. And guess what's gonna happen? Sleep gonna take, see, you ain't gotta go to sleep. Sleep gonna come to you. Sleep gonna take you. So regardless, your body is gonna get that rest that it needs. It just depends on the quality of rest that you decide to let your body get. But it can take it while you driving. It can take it while you're on the toilet taking the shit. But sleep is gonna happen. I say that to say this: most men don't have the ability to control that, the control their instincts. So that's a lie. You may have the ability to control your instincts because you have trained yourself not to have sexual satisfaction whenever you want it, because you didn't have the game to put yourself in a continuity of experiencing all these great sexual experiences on a consistent basis. So if you take a man who all his life, all he known was sexual gratification, no, he's not going to have the ability to control his instinct. But if you are incel, you're going to have the ability to control your sexual instinct because you're not used to experiencing that shit on a grand scale. If you a dude who game ain't as sharp as his mind and you got to pay you to trick it, you're gonna have that experiences of knowing how to control your sexual energy because you don't experience that on a grand scale unless you paying for it. So no, that's where he wrong right there. Talking about most dudes. No, nigga, you might control yours, but nah, most dudes can't. Most dudes who got game, they get it too often. So if you a person that's driving all the time and you constantly fighting your sleep, you may know how to sleep with your eyes open because you have been training yourself not to sleep. So sleep will take you with your eyes open. So you know how to do that. But somebody who go to sleep on a set schedule every day, wake up every day, he might not know how to do that. He might have to train himself a couple of days, a couple of weeks, a couple of months of fighting his sleep for him to be able to master sleeping with his eyes open. So that same thing go for dudes, lady. So any females who might be listening to me, don't be expecting to get with no player and expect that player to be able to control his instinct and not go out there and live that player lifestyle. So if you're looking for a dude, you want that dude to be 100% faithful. You want to find you a man who's well experienced in denying sexual gratification because he has trained himself to do that. So when that dude say, if a man looks at a highly attractive woman, he would think of banging her, but doesn't because most men have control of their instincts. No, most men don't. Losers, and I hate to say it like that, but guys who don't really get the choosing signals, guys who don't understand this game, they have control over their sexual instinct. Then he goes to say, after reading some dude's book, he is left with an impression that women have no such control and act out from their lizard brain impulses. See, this the game, man. Oh my goodness, this the game. This is why I tell you guys, you got to get off. You got to be careful with this red pill shit you listen to, man. These guys sell fan service because they know you guys are gonna want to eat it up. Me, I'm gonna give you the whole game. I'm just gonna break it down to you, dog. Like, you know what I'm saying? Females have great control over their sexual energy because females are used to denying guys sex from the moment they start to reach puberty. You understand? Now, if a woman is with you and you don't stimulate her brain, you don't stimulate her mind, the only thing you do is offer this woman a lifestyle. You don't give this woman no, like, because it don't matter how much money you spend on a woman, eventually that's going to get boring. But if you constantly teaching this woman, if this woman is constantly growing under your tutelage, she'll never get bored of that. She'll be growing and learning to the day that you die, she die. So, you know, if you guys can't give that woman that type of existence, she will never be pressed to be faithful to you because there's nothing she's being faithful to. If all you offer is materialistics, she can go somewhere else to get materialistics. If all you offer is mediocre sex, she can go somewhere else and get mediocre sex. In order for you to be this woman a soulmate, you have to feed her soul. I'm going to say that again. In order for you to be this woman's soulmate, you have to feed her soul. You have to feed her soul not only with love, but you have to feed her soul with the game. You have to give her, every day she wake up and see you, she's excited because she don't know what the hell y'all going to do today. She don't know what you're going to say today. She don't know what type of feeling you're going to give her this day. She don't know what's going to happen. All she know is when she's with you, there's never a dull moment. And that don't mean y'all got to go to Paris today. That don't mean y'all got to go to the amusement park. That don't mean y'all got to take a trip across the country. It's never a dull moment, even if y'all sit in the damn house and watch Netflix all goddamn day. It's never a dull moment because the energy, the vibe, and the essence that you give off is going to be different every day. That's why you got to get this game. That's why you got to get this game, fellas. You understand? So you don't get caught up on this female nature. You don't get caught up in this hypergamy shit. You understand? You don't get caught up in all this bullshit, man, of impulses and dudes who have higher SMVs and all that. You don't get caught up in that because I don't give a damn how high a man SMV is. If a woman finds a dude that she has made her soulmate and this dude feeding her soul, SMV cannot overtake that. It could be motherfucking Lil Wayne. It could be motherfucking Drake. It could be whoever you want to name that's in the open eye, in the people eye. He will not be able to take the place of a man who feeds her soul because the man who feeds her soul, she done already gave him a daddy choose. That man is her new daddy now. No man can take the place of a woman's daddy. Not her birth daddy and not the daddy that she chooses on this world. So once she gives that man a daddy choose, that man, not his daddy. I don't give a damn who the other dude is. He'll never be able to take that dude's spot. That dude always have a spot in her heart. He would have to excommunicate her and kick her to the curb and be done with her before she even consider moving on to another dude. So, you guys got to really understand female nature before you just start talking on it. Because you don't want to be understanding female nature from a beta aspect. And that's the moral of this video. Y'all be cool on your stool. Understand not cooking with 2 peas in the pot and then cooking at the stove ain't hot. I'm the professor. I'll holler at y'all later.